Hello. What are you doing? It is time for Fury of the Madman. And now it's time for the crowning thing, Crown Jewel, WWE style. And we're going to give you the results and my reactions right now. Episode 14 coming at you. Whoosh. All right. Hope you guys are having a good night. It's 1 a.m. in the morning. The Steve o'clock news just aired, so I thought we'd need a new episode of Fury of the Batman. Okay. Now, a lot of people was pretty upset with Crown Jewel, me included. I thought it could have been better, but it wasn't as bad as past Crown Jewels. I've seen worse. Way worse. And so that we're here to talk about it. Because it needs to be talked about. Badly. Alrighty. We're here. And first off, we're going to talk about the Usos versus the Hurt Business. And this was a pretty dominant match. The Usos pretty much dominated the match. It went back and forth until the Usos hit the double super kick. The Uso Crazy was hit off the top rope. Your winners, the Usos. Then we move on to the main card. That was the kickoff. Here's the main card that I thought was interesting. That they decided to put Edge versus Rollins Hell in a Cell on first. And this has been a triple threat. Not a triple threat, but this is the rubber match. You're thinking, well, they're not going to let the babyface win. They're going to let Rollins steal a victory here. This is not what happened. Match went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And Edge, at the end, Poetic Justice, hits the curb stomp on Rollins to pick up the victory in Hell in a Cell. Yeah, then we move off to the Saudi Arabia Olympia. Trey Hamilton saved Montour from a post-match beating from Mustafa Ali. That was pretty crazy. But Mansoor didn't beat him. It was a pretty quick match. Not a lot to be said about that match. It's just what happened after the match. The Olympian comes out, saves Mansoor in Mansoor's home country. That was pretty cool. Then we move on to RK Bro versus AJ Styles and Omos. This was a pretty decent match. I have nothing to say negative about it. Although we kind of knew what was going to happen here. They went back and forth, back and forth. RKO gets hit. 1, 2, 3. RK Bro retained the Raw Tag Team Championships. This show got me excited and disappointed at the same time. It made me want to get back into the pro wrestling business, but then it made me say, thank God I'm not in it no more. But moving along to Zelina Vega versus Doudrop. Where did this Doudrop come from? I'm not criticizing her weight. I'm not criticizing her personality, even though she's kind of a bouncy person like Bayley used to be. But where did she come from? I mean, all of a sudden, I thought her name was Piper Doudrop or something. I thought she's supposed to be from Ireland. Then she has an American accent. Weird. But anyway, Zelina Vega pulls out an upset victory doing the code red on Doudrop to become the Queen Crown Tournament champion. I don't know why they didn't just call it Queen of the Ring, but whatever. Goldberg versus Lashley. This one was... I didn't actually watch the match, so I have no credibility in this. But from what I heard, it was actually a decent match. I will give it that. I'm only going to give it 4 stars from what I heard. And Goldberg ended Lashley's mercilessness in in the no holds barred match. Basically, he put it into Lashley. That's it. This rivalry should be over, and that's pretty much it. Now, some exciting news for all you New Day fans. Xavier Woods versus Finn Balor in the King of the Ring finals. This match went back and forth, upside down and inside out. But at the end, Xavier Woods became this year's King of the Ring. Usually, I would have been a Finn Balor backer all the way, but Xavier Woods earned this. He deserves it. Congratulations, Xavier Woods. And now moving on to the WWE Championship. Big E was pretty dominant for a champion. I think this was back and forth, half and half. It looked like Drew McIntyre was going to recapture the WWE title, but all of a sudden, big ending. The WWE champion, Big E goes for the pinfall, 1, 2, 3, and still your WWE champion, Big E. Now we move on to the SmackDown Women's Triple Threat match. It was Becky Lynch, Big Bex, whatever the hell you want to call her nowadays. We got Sasha Banks, still one of the greatest of all time. And then we have Bianca Belair that's proven that she can be one of the greatest of all time. These three women beat the holy hell out of each other. And scored one for women's wrestling because this was a really good match. But in the end, Becky Lynch, even though she's a Raw competitor now, retains the SmackDown Women's Championship. Go figure on that one. Just like Charlotte retained the Raw Women's Championship. I don't get why they're doing this. It don't make no sense. Then we move on to the most exciting yet disappointing part of the night. As former Universal and WWE Champion Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate, faces the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, the current Universal Champion. This match went back and forth. Brock Lesnar dominated a lot of it. I was really impressed with the match. It didn't seem like Brock Lesnar just dominated. It was kind of half and half. I actually liked this match. It's the best match they've had to date, except for the end. The Usos got involved. Paul Heyman got involved, threw the title in, said, you know what to do. We don't know who he is talking to. And all stories cut short, Roman Reigns retains the Universal Championship, which I think was a good move because they're building up Roman Reigns for the last year. Don't make him lose to Lesnar. Make him look like he could beat anybody. And then all of a sudden, bam, make him lose the title at WrestleMania. But anyway, this has been my wrap-up video of the results of WWE's Crown Jewel 2021. I hope you enjoyed this. My wrestling prediction, my wrestling results videos. I think that's going to be another category. I want to build this channel bigger than ever. So you tell me if you'd rather have it part of a Fury of a Madman episode or if you want me to do these regularly. Until next time, thank you. This has been Fury of a Madman.